Hey, friendo, Steve here. And Larson. Welcome back to the bonus episode of Going In Raw, entitled Overrun. Want to say thanks to all the friendos out there, all the YouTube channel members, all the patrons for supporting Going In Raw. Ooh, boy. Man, I did not expect my voice to be as tore up.
You got to rest that, man.
As it was. All right, well.
Take it easy the first half of this week.
Have at it, Hoss. Go ahead, take over Overrun. It's all you now.
How's everybody doing out there? Hope you're doing well.
You're doing good. You're doing good so far.
Reposition myself.
You're doing good so far.
How was your weekend? Getting sick.
Oh, we got like a whole new living room yesterday.
Oh, that's fun.
We went to Beck's, and they have surprisingly affordable prices. First, we went to Naturewood.
Not affordable.
Not affordable at all.
Because it's all custom-made stuff at Naturewood.
We walked in, and I looked at a couch, and it said $3,500, and I was like...
Because you get to pick the fabric and all that.
Like, does the fabric tickle my balls or something?
Well, you get to pick which fabric tickles your balls.
Does it eat my butthole? And
Probably
then
not.
we turned around and left, and I was like, well, there's a Bix. Let's go to Bix.
Yeah.
Went to Beck's, I was like, this is much better.
When we were shopping for a couch, we went to both those destinations. We just didn't find anything that we cared for at Beck's, so we went to...
America's something or other.
We went there, didn't like anything we saw. Yeah, I think we went to Ashley.
Yeah, okay.
And got something there.
Yeah. We got a new couch, a TV stand, matching coffee table, and a sofa table.
Wow. We got one of those. Oh, you mean like the ottomans, the little sofa ottomans that match the sofa?
No, it's a sofa table, so it's like...
A table you put on the sofa?
No. I think it's supposed to complement a sofa. I don't know why they call it a sofa. It's like if you have a wall that just needs something there, I guess in place of a sofa, you put... So like, you know how...
You sit on it?
No, it's just a table. It's just
where does the sofa get involved then?
I don't know why they call it a sofa
like
table.
A sofa?
I know it doesn't.
Does it match the sofa?
It has nothing to do with the sofa that I can tell besides the gnomon.
Is it just like one of those really narrow tables?
I think it's maybe if you have two walls, you put a sofa on one and then a complementary table.
So it's just a table.
It's just
a table.
It
sofa table.
I don't know. Not sure. I don't know. I
misnomer.
Really don't know. I'm sure it's like Google is 5 seconds away. We can just like look it up, but I prefer to just ramble endlessly about it. So yeah, we got all that stuff.
Cool.
And then so this Wednesday I'm gonna have to stay home for the first half of the day. Then I come in later to do whatever.
That's fine. I'll go to the gym and stuff and get all the way, and we'll come in like noon or something.
Yeah, it works because I got like plumber people coming over for my stupid water heater, and then
they worked that situation out yet?
Well, that's what's happening. It's so irritating. Is there a
plan, or is there just going to investigate further?
They better fucking do something because I'm not staying home again. I'm staying home for these people. I got to stay home for the fucking county for the inspector. I'm gonna give him a fucking earful because I'm pissed off about that.
Yeah.
There's that. And then next Wednesday, I got to be home first half of the day also because the movers are coming to bring the stuff over.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I might be able to get my dad to do that one.
No, that's fine. Like early Wednesday is fine because the way we have our...
Because then Lacey also wants to get the friggin' the steamers. And so Monday, because we're doing the pay-per-view, I might stay home on Monday morning.
Yeah. I figured Monday. Yeah.
We'll take an easy day then.
Yeah, totally. I mean, the way our schedule kind of breaks down Wednesday and... like the first half of Friday. There's no reason for us to come in early Wednesday or Friday.
Yeah.
Especially Fridays we're doing the SmackDown review right after the show. Like there's no really, like if we come in at 9, we're going to be spending a lot of time just sitting around.
Yeah, I know.
So like if either of us need to do editing, whatever, just get that done. We can come in at like 2 on Friday.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing on Friday because like on Friday we'll just figure it out because like I still have to pick up Alabama at like 5. So it's going to be kind of thing where I'm going to have to leave at like 4:30, get Bama, or 4, get Bama, like watch it and then like just have it on my phone the 15-minute drive here, like the last 15-minute drive here. So I don't know. It's a mess. They just threw everything for a loop. Dang it.
I know.
So anyways.
Waymaker says Steve's voice issue was a work for main show. His voice seems fine now. What? Is your internet that bad?
Do you not hear what I sound like right now? I sound horrible.
Doesn't sound great.
Yeah.
Some people are saying adulting is hard.
No, it's not. Like when you're younger, it is. Like I got an earful from Marissa yesterday.
Adulting seemed hard yesterday. Well, it wasn't adulting seemed hard. Technology was not treating me nicely yesterday.
Oh yeah, that's a pain in the ass.
Fucking irritating.
Yeah, I hate that. I can tell from your voice. I know what that's like. It's worst. Yeah.
It wasn't just. I mean, I don't want to get into it, but I guess we could.
Yeah.
People here to learn. I guess the point of Overrun is to find out all the frustrations that happen in our daily life.
Sure. Yeah, that's true.
So I'm trying to do some music. What?
Nah, I forgot. I was gonna bring some shit for you to sign. I sent off like a bunch of stuff today, but there's a print that you have to sign. We got to sign Stevie Bradley's shirt, and then a bunch of postcards.
Okay.
So we'll do that tomorrow.
Anyways, I'm working on some music stuff. I brought the interfaces over by the desk just in case we shot something else today over there. Which doesn't seem like it's going to happen now. And I was doing stuff. I was working with the program, and then the program just completely stopped working. Like audio, it was unusable.
Yeah.
And then last night, I was like, oh, I have an idea. I'll get my guitar out and start messing with it. Tuning it up. Boing.
Yeah.
The guitar string broke.
Eesh.
It's a Telecaster, so you put the string in through the back of the guitar, the body of the guitar. So I take it out, put the new one in. What I didn't realize is a little piece of metal that goes in the hole
Like that.
where the string goes. That popped out.
Yeah.
And since it was dark in my living room, kind of darkish, I didn't notice it. So I put the string in, tightening up. I'm like, why isn't this tightening? I turn around. It's like, oh, shit, this thing's not in there. And the string is completely lodged in the hole now.
Yeah.
So when I go home today, I was reading up on it. I get a little nail and get a hammer and try to gently hammer it out.
Think, think, think.
Otherwise, I don't know. I got to take it to the guitar. I mean, it's got to go to the shop anyways. It's got a couple little issues with it. But
It's too much.
I was pissed last night when that shit happened.
Too much. Oh, yeah.
I was,
Yeah.
I wanted to, destroy that fucking guitar. I was so mad. Mad.
Oh, yeah.
Angry.
Oh boy. Oh, boy.
Still not happy about it. Still
Anyways.
got me in a bad mood.
Let's do non-news. It'll calm me down a little bit. We'll talk about Booker T. He's great.
See, Wayne Maker just says, Larson, get a new guitar. Am I made out of money?
Jeez.
For fuck's sakes, man.
Why does he even say anything?
No, it's not. Minion said that's the floating tremolo. No, it's just it's a Tele Deluxe, and I don't really like how you have to string stuff to the body of the guitar. Anyways, that's one of the reasons I want to sell it.
Mm-hmm.
But if I got a fucking string stuck in there, I can't sell it.
Yeah. Let's do non-news.
All right, fine.
I kind of regret trying so hard as Wayne Maker. Oh, bad for on my part. You get a soft heart, and then like all of a sudden you're trying to why do I actually try? It's my face, everybody. Hey. Actual full cam? Yeah. So anyways, non-news. CM Punk is coming back to that WWE Fox Studio show. Oh, that's totally happening. What did Booker T have to say about this?
So, of course, Booker T is one of the co-hosts of WWE Backstage, a show that CM Punk allegedly, reportedly auditioned for.
Big time.
This is from WrestleZone. It said someone asked him about Punk's screen tests, and Booker T denied that he saw Punk and wouldn't confirm anything. However, this is what he had to say about the possibility of Punk coming back. Quote, it's obvious that a lot of people still want to support CM Punk. They were getting a lot of packages. 5 years away from the business, going on 6. If you come back in one capacity, you might get the itch to get back in there and test yourself. That's what men do. We always want to test ourselves, he goes on. For him to step back into the world of professional wrestling.
Hold on, wait. I do love that prior to this, he denied that he saw him, denied that couldn't confirm anything, denied everything, and then he goes on to basically confirm that this dude is back. Like, look at the first sentence of the thing you were just reading.
If you come back in one capacity.
He knew that it was 5 or 6 years for one thing.
He says if. If he said when, that's something else. For him to step back into the world of professional wrestling is something I never thought I'd see.
That's a confirmation. Come on.
CM Punk seemed like he was that guy when he stepped away from it. He said, I'm done with professional wrestling. I never want to see a wrestling ring ever again. He actually went to conclusion and deleted all of his contacts, all of his buddies. We heard that.
Yeah.
He really removed himself from that world.
Is that something that Booker T would really be?
Now, I want to know.
That sounds literally like a conversation he just had with CM Punk. Because otherwise, why would he retain that information?
I want to know
and be able to regurgitate it like that?
Sometimes Booker T, when
Booker T cannot keep a secret.
No,
I feel like
when he knows he has information that may be privileged, he has a smile across his face.
Yes.
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yes. Yeah.
He does that.
Yeah.
And I want to know if there was video of this conversation, if that was his expression.
I guarantee you.
That little smile.
He says, this is something I never thought I'd see happen. Basically saying, but
Sure
it's
enough,
happening.
he's in there.
It's happening.
He auditioned.
That's hilarious.
Further evidence why Booker T is the absolute best.
Tim, why are you calling me today? Can you just tell me, like, this is why I really am sad I gave you my phone number. Why did you call me today? And then he called me like right after the main show, right before Overrun.
Oh, that's who
you
called you?
know we're doing stuff. You know we're doing stuff. What do you want? Just say it here in chat. Alex C says,
privilege information.
Does anyone else feel like Punk's return is like a newborn deer? It's so fragile and scared that you need to keep really careful of it or it'll run off and break. I don't know, man.
Oh, like if he auditions for this and then
if fans talk about it too much, it's not gonna.
And then
happen.
he's gonna back out.
I honestly think that dude needs money. I'm not gonna say he needs money. I'm saying if he looks at his future prospects, they aren't great, and he's gonna need money eventually, and he knows that. And I'm not saying that this is like something that he is going against his. I think he's like, man, it's been a lot of time. Mm-hmm. I'm at peace with it. I think he's probably fine with it. But it also wouldn't surprise me if, man, God, who was it? Man, I don't know if it was like one of those crappy sites or if it was a decent site or if it was Meltzer was saying that Punk looks at the landscape right now and knows that he can get a big deal off of a really limited schedule.
Probably. I'm sure he's aware of that. Jimmy Thomas says thoughts on the Marvel shows will get $12 to $25 million budget per episode on Disney Plus. That's insane.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah. That's good. I mean, yeah, they're bringing in freaking Tom Hiddleston to play Loki in a TV show and all those people. So that's good. That's not surprising. That's like a decent budget. I started watching Fringe over the weekend.
The old show?
Yeah. The one that we did at 10 for the Win.
Yeah, years ago. Yeah.
I never watched it.
Yeah.
But I'd always heard really good things about it.
Yeah.
Then I looked it up again. I was like, because it's playing, IMDb has their own weird streaming service now.
Yeah.
It's like ad supported, so you don't have to pay for it. They have Fringe. And so I started watching it, and I really like it.
You should start watching Dark. I keep telling you.
I already did start watching Dark.
All right.
I just have not continued to watch it. You know the problem with that is that with like English speaking stuff, I can sort of turn away.
Oh yeah, it doesn't require your full attention.
Dark, I have to sit there.
What I like about watching that, since it's subtitled, is a lot of times we don't have the volume on our TV up real loud.
Yeah.
Because the kids are just down the hall a little bit and we don't wake them up.
Yeah.
So I can just read the dialogue and not have to worry about missing something.
Well, you can do that with
volume.
any TV show because they all have subtitles.
I'm aware of that.
Yeah.
But I don't have to turn anything on.
Oh, yeah.
It's just there.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So you don't have to do it.
And also, it's in German. I know a very little bit of German, and it helps me.
I enjoy the German language. Yeah, Narcos did the same for me. Yeah, no, I want to get back to Dark. But the funny thing was, like, so we were watching Fringe, and there was an episode where it's funny because, like, there's a ton of House of Cards people on it. There was an episode where this dude was like impregnating people, and he's got like super fast seed, and so like the baby just will suddenly just start growing.
Ooh.
And then it like kills the lady, and this is like the opening scene, and then the Fringe group get there, and there's like this little old man who's like dead and covered in like the placenta or whatever, fluids, and he's got the little cord coming out. He's like a dead old man baby, right? Because she had just given birth to him. It was messed up.
Oh, that's messed up.
So Bam is watching it with me, and like she's loving every second of it. Then there's a scene where they like take this. I don't want to go into details, but they take this lady's eyeball out and start scanning it, and it's really good. It's really nasty. Like they take the eyeball out, and Bam is loving every second. I'm like, kid, you can't even watch The Wizard of Oz without getting freaked out by the Wicked Witch of the East or West or whatever. Yeah, that's a lady wearing like green face paint freaks you out, but this doesn't.
I don't know, man.
Child is weird. Let's see here.
Joe Juarez asked, "What if the Bucks frequently bringing up Punk caused him to do something with WB as a way to teach them a lesson about keeping your mouth shut?"
I don't think he did anything to teach them a lesson.
I think Cody said something like, "Yeah, maybe we went too far talking about him."
He said he made us look like morons for texting him an offer. He was like, I know we did text him, but there were other conversations. He said somebody sat down with him in a coffee shop, probably Tony Khan, sat down with him in a coffee shop and talked about it as well. But I don't know if they ran him off. I think the other thing I read, God, was it Meltzer? Who was it that freaking said the AEW wasn't the deal that like they offered him, they gave him a number, and it wasn't as much as he wanted. I think that dude is like ready to come back. I hope it wasn't Brad Shepard. I feel really bad if I was just quoting Brad Shepard. That'd be terrible. Every once in a while, I'll look at his Twitter feed just to see what like I don't know, ridiculousness is out there.
Yeah.
It's like comic relief. Thayer says I need to stop letting Bama. She has her limits. She knows her limits. I ask her, I'm like, is this too much for you? She's like, no, I'm cool. She's fine.
I used to watch Excalibur when I was a kid. Not about
all
4,
sorts
but
of
like
fucked up
5 or
things.
6, and that's a
Yeah.
messed up movie.
Yeah, I used to watch all
I just
sorts
didn't
of
realize how messed
shit.
up it was when I was a kid. Carlos Villalba asked, have you heard Brad's voice? No.
I only heard it in Matt Coon's
Podcast thing?
talking about playing Brad Shepard, and I think he played the podcast, but it was like 130%, like it might, or 120%, because it seemed fast and like way too high pitched for normal.
Gotcha.
But no, I've never heard it before. I think it's behind a paywall, isn't it? Or no? Alex, he says, do you think the AEW talent needs to learn from WWE talent as far as social media goes? Don't feed the trolls. Don't be afraid to walk away for a while. Well, Seth Rollins obviously needs to learn that stuff.
Well, he came back after the Bears won.
Yeah.
Mr. Ali B wants you to do some Dana Brooke with your voice as it is.
Oh, okay. All right. She shows up to main event. She's like, okay, let me go look at the whiteboard and see who I'm fighting today. Let me take one guess. Oh, yeah, it's Sarah Logan. I'm fighting Sarah Logan again. They got me in the ring with Sarah Logan.
It's good.
This is another opportunity for me to shine.
It's good. It's good.
They can all watch me on the television. I want to be on the television.
Stephen Bradley says, I watched RoboCop when I was 6. I turned out okay. Yeah, I watched all sorts
Yeah,
of-
me too. That shit was fucked up.
My dad took me to see Total Recall in the theaters, and I was like 10.
Yeah, that's dope. My dad took me to go see, what was that? Fuck, he did not know it was going to be this fucked up. The Michael J. Fox, Sean Penn war movie.
Oh, Casualties of War?
Yeah.
John C. Reilly?
You ever see that movie?
No.
Whoa, back up. John C. Reilly was in that movie?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was born then. You seen that movie?
I haven't seen all of it. I know John C. Reilly's
You know what it's about, right?
Well, it's a war movie.
Well, yeah, but you know what the central premise is,
No,
right?
I don't.
They're like the Sean Penn, I think, and like his other soldier buddies, like gang rape a chick. And Michael J. Fox has to like deal with the repercussions and stuff. I remember that was the first time I remember sitting there watching a movie feeling hugely uncomfortable because my dad took me just thinking, oh, it'd be just a normal war movie. Because, like, you know, you figure it's a war movie. You
Yeah.
go and shoot people and stuff. But
Yeah, no.
Jeez, that was, I remember, like.
That's messed up.
Yeah. Oh, boy, that's messed up. Alex, he says, I played GTA super young. My parents didn't like it. I'm trying to think, what is something that you did young? Your parents wouldn't let you listen to rap music, right?
No, they wouldn't let me listen. They wouldn't let me get Beastie Boys' License to Ill.
Oh,
when
yeah.
that came out.
Okay.
It wasn't a rap music thing. I think they just heard that it was, you know, like there was cussing or stuff. They wouldn't let me get that. They wouldn't let me get Guns N' Roses' Appetite for Destruction either.
I don't think my parents were all that cognizant of like bad words in music and stuff. They never, I don't think they were really even paying attention to that stuff. But then I didn't really want anything that was so bad. I don't know what would have tested their limits.
Mr. Dope says he couldn't watch music videos. We had MTV like immediately.
Yeah. Yeah, we had that pretty early. It was like 86 or 87 when we moved. I was like, 6 or 7? Or was it 8? I don't know how old I was when we moved to England. But, yeah, they had cable there, and we had like cable like immediately. Oh, Married with Children. Yeah, I think Married with Children. I knew somebody whose parents wouldn't let him watch The Simpsons.
Wow.
Yeah. Saying don't have a cow man apparently was too taboo in his household.
The villain Alan Black says, I lied to my parents about the parental advisory sticker saying it means it doesn't have cursing.
Oh, that's hilarious. Man, your parents were marks, man.
Mr. Dope couldn't watch Ren and Stimpy.
Wait, that wasn't its own show. That was a sub-show within The Simpsons.
Ren and Stimpy?
Oh, I was thinking of the other ones. Okay, never mind. I was thinking of Itchy and Scratchy. Yeah, I can see Ren and Stimpy. I can see that. That got really dark at the end. That's why they ended up firing John Kay. Mm-hmm. Because like if you ever read like interviews or something, like there were reports that like some of the stuff he wanted to do was even like way darker, and so they're like, nah, man,
Wow.
we need to merchandise this stuff. Yeah, my parents didn't care about any of that stuff.
But like I just said, my dad would like go to the video store and bring back RoboCop and stuff like that. So that wasn't an issue.
Yeah.
For some reason, it was just like vulgar or music with cussing in it. They had an issue with, which is
Richard-
funny because like my dad's not averse to cussing, you know.
Yeah.
So
Richard says I couldn't watch Benny Hill. Your parents are not a fan of yakety sax. Alex C., do you have a personal line that you won't cross with certain broadcast content?
What do you mean?
What does that mean? Like, are there things that we won't do or that we won't watch? Yeah, I still watching RoboCop when I was a kid.
Yeah,
Boy,
that was so good.
that movie's messed up.
That was probably 8 or 9 when that came out. So
I mean, we saw it on either videotape or
yeah, it was on VHS when I saw it the first time. Said my dad would go to the video store and it's like, oh, this looks good. I'm gonna watch this, and they'll get it, and the whole family. Would
Oh, Alex C says, is there any subject or TV shows or movies that you won't watch? Yeah, I won't watch anything that has like legitimate animal abuse, so like Italian cannibal movies.
Yeah.
And I won't watch. So like, remember when we used to talk about Serbian film? Mm-hmm. Like, I read the plot of that.
Not interested.
Not interested in watching that. Beyond that, so stuff that's like that messed up. Like, I don't have much of an interest in it.
There was a stretch when I used to watch, I used to have a friend of mine come over, and we used to watch horror movies. Just movies in general, but usually it's horror movies because he was a huge horror movie aficionado. So we were like, okay, well, have you seen this? I hear this is really messed up horror film, so we'd find it somewhere and watch it.
Yeah.
And that was like when I watched Cannibal Holocaust.
Mm-hmm.
And I watched that once. And apart from the animal scene, it's actually relatively well done.
Yeah, sure.
But it's hard to get past that one
No,
scene.
a couple of those are like, even Cannibal Feroz is actually pretty well done. But man, yeah, I don't want to see that stuff.
Steve Bradley asked about, did you watch Faces of Death as a youngster? Never seen any of that stuff.
No, I didn't. I had always heard about it. That was in the lexicon of like, UFC, a person getting his face ripped off. It was like taboo. It was like, oh my God, have you seen this weird underground fighting stuff? And now it's just like, oh, it's just UFC.
Villain Alan Black, was there something that you watched when you were younger and watch it today and realize it's much different than you thought? Oh, Excalibur.
A lot.
I thought it was just like knights fighting and stuff. There's a lot of messed up stuff going on in that movie.
Oh, yeah.
A lot.
I mean, obviously when you're a kid, you think things are a lot better than they are.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously. Like the A-Team, Dukes of Hazzard.
Oh, that stuff, especially
Knight Rider.
Aged terribly well.
No, it doesn't. Not at all. Yeah, exactly. Rebecca says, imagine being a movie director being charged with murder because your actor's movie makeup was so convincing. They did such a good job with that stuff.
Oh, the way it was shot, just it's a messed up movie.
What'd you bring for lunch?
Nothing.
Nada?
I didn't have time this morning. I had to take both the kids to school.
Oh, yeah.
So I didn't have time to make lunch, so I got to run home and make me a salad. Willism, if CM Punk comes back in a commentary type role, do you think it's more or less likely he'd further return to the ring? I mean, if he's got one foot in the door, you'd think it'd probably be more likely.
Yeah.
Potentially.
Yeah.
Carlos says, going to Raw tonight, I'll boo Hogan for you guys.
Okay, sounds good.
Thank you, Carlos.
Sounds good. Jimmy Thomas, how did Human Centipede get made? Seriously. I actually, in that movie, those movies, I've watched the first one. I never watched the third one. They're really well done. They're very, very well done. And the ideas behind them, I mean, the general idea of the Human Centipede is hilarious and disturbing. I like when people bring up, just bust out like really cool ideas, you know? That's what I like.
Mm-hmm. Alex C says, guarantee every wrestler is lining up at Vince's door to pitch their potential angle with Punk.
I know, right? They're all coming up to Triple H. Hey, is Punk coming back? No. Yeah, Dad wants him back. Thinks he can make money with it.
But I'm just backstage. He's not setting foot in the ring, no.
Setting foot in the ring, no.
No.
I could do some NXT.
Wayne Maker says football is on. Gotta go.
All right, Wayne.
All right.
Goodbye. Anyways, that probably does it for us as well. You do get an Ask Stephen Larson a little bit later on today.
Double dip of overrun today.
Yeah, there you go. So that's it. We'll talk to you guys later.
Bye.
Goodbye.